Alright, hello.
How's it going, boys?
We're hopping straight into the draft, it seems. First of all, good evening. We're looking at a game between Abyssal's Grasp and HOB right now. Teams are looking quite exciting. I mean, we went straight into the draft. I will be able to... Hopefully this is working. You can see it as well, right?
Yes, I can see now. There we go. Jesus, they're wasting no time. Probably the quickest bans I think I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, yeah, they're hopping straight into the bans, and I mean, I'm seeing a lot of ADC bans on Grasp sides. It seems like they're targeting HOB's ADC player,
I mean,
which is understandable considering the ranks.
yeah, I was gonna say the AC, the master player, I believe, isn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's just smart to target anyone strong, especially fucking was I the
Also, I
Nara
mean,
Aphelios?
Aphelios, Yunara, very capable champions. We do see the Mbessa blind coming in from Grasp. Solid blind pick. I don't know if I'd pick it first, but I think it's still solid in most situations. What do you think the response is gonna be?
Well, I mean, they seem to be banning a lot of weird picks. I'm not gonna lie, the
Ooh.
Renekton, the Bard, like it's just, oh sorry, the Renekton, the Lysandra. I can't understand exactly what they're doing right now, but playing against Ambessa is gonna be very difficult. I'm still
I
just trying to
mean,
understand these bans.
we all know how powerful this champion is, after all.
Yeah, Ambessa like trying to get away, 13 dashes. Still just looking at HOB's red side bans, man. I just can't stop what is happening.
Honestly, hey, I mean,
Let him
we're just
cook, let
filling
him
in here,
cook.
but this is looking like an interesting game. What I think happened actually in this situation is the Renekton ban came in because HOB wanted to pick a very early Ambessa, and that's why Grasp locked it in first, to make sure that they don't lock it in. But it could have also just been the comfort pick of the Camille. I mean, usually we don't see top laners blind picking first pick especially, but I mean, in this meta, this day and age, champions like Ambessa, Camille are not really that vulnerable to counter picks as much.
I think you were right. I think it is going to be a comfort pick. I think it's a pretty strong comfort pick. I think the Orianna is an interesting pick right here. I think Orianna could go very well or very badly, as it usually does.
Yeah, that's how Orianna is usually. I mean, it depends on what they combo it with, right? I mean, there are a lot of interesting ideas with the Orianna. Camille is decent with Aura. You can see the Hextech Ultimatum combo with the Orianna Ultimate with a Shockwave. You can catch someone off guard, guaranteed to hit, basically unmissable. But we can also see a Vi or a Nocturne coming into the jungle, because that's usually the pair with the Ori in most circumstances.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen some wild picks with the Mundo Orianna. I've seen some recently some different types of Orianna matchups.
I mean, yeah. There is a lot of potential. The champ is very useful in team fights. I wouldn't say it has gotten weaker over the years that much. Sure, it has withstood the test of time to an extent, but it has gotten a bit weaker, at least in my opinion, but it's still very relevant. I'm curious to see what they respond with here. Oh, as it seems like... Okay. We see a Sejuani coming in from red side. Rise Wukong on blue side. I'm not sure. This is a very interesting draft. I think it's there are a lot of comfort
right
picks.
Side are right side are a very interesting balance on draft.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. I'm not gonna lie. There seems to be a lot of comfort picks in this draft.
This is when you're up at 4 a.m. playing with your friends type draft.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we don't have any bias
Considering
necessarily. A lot of
Wukong right on
drafts that
Abyssal.
are that I would say are comfort based can still work out in the end. So we do see. I mean, the Sejuani. I feel like the Sejuani just has too little value in HOB's draft.
I don't know, I feel like we'll figure it out very soon, kind of what they're going for. We'll be able to see by their play.
Yeah, I mean, now that this draft is finalized, who do you think is favored?
Me personally, I'm just saying blue side looks better. The red side is Kaisa, Seraphine, Sejuani, Oriana, Camille. I just don't think that's going to go as well as they think. It's one of them drafts I think looks great on paper and isn't going to go well in the game. If they get an early lead, I think they'll take a massive advantage. But if they don't, I think it's going to be awful for them.
Honestly, all in all, I'd have to go with grass draft here. I just maybe the mid lane matchup is not that free, but I mean, it's just gonna be farming sim. Top lane is favored towards HOB. Camille is a very notorious counter to Ambessa. I wouldn't say counter, just really favorite matchup into her. Wukong Sejuani matchup? Not sure about that one.
Wukong Sejuani. If Sejuani does play well, then I think she could definitely play well around Wukong, but Jesus, just I don't want to say Wukong's easier to play, but I feel like you can do a lot more with Wukong than you can with Sejuani.
I think instead of like seeing the draft as a whole, we should point out at the specifics of what is lacking really in either side's draft.
I'm quite patient.
I don't like, again, when you take a look at HOB's draft, the idea behind Sejuani is usually that's a frontline jungler that works very well with melees because they can proc her passive, right?
Yeah, of course.
When you put in a lot of how can I say this? A lot of range champions that are like not even really that alt attack oriented. Aside from Kaisa. Is it really gonna work out? I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
I don't know, I think we'll just have to see how this goes. It's gonna be one of those games. It's gonna be trust me, I got this. I'm just still trying to understand this red draft. It's boggling, to be honest.
I think... I mean... Kaisa is not too bad into Wukong in the sense that she can really duel it out even if he does jump on her. So maybe I get that. But as a last pick, do you really save ADC for a last pick in any situation?
Not that I can think of, to be honest.
I mean, especially if you're picking something like Sivir, right? I mean, that's a really safe option. I don't think you should ever wait till B4 to pick that one.
May you die with your eyes closed.
I mean, we'll just have to see how it works, because everything on paper might look good, might look bad, but I mean, at the end of the day...
It's the end of the day.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day. I don't know. I just think the Kaisa I picked last and the Camille picked first is still boggling to me. I can't find a reason why they would do that. I mean, surely they know, okay, Ambassador's picked first, they know where Ambassador's going, but like, is Camille the pick into Ambassa?
Nah, look. I don't think you should doubt that. I think Camilla's really good at Ambessa. But the issue is you have to understand the matchup from both sides. I would say it's Camille favored a lot. But
once it gets into team fights, so I think Ambassa is just
yeah, exactly. I mean, I played this matchup very often at like the high level. I would say Master 300 LP+. I'm not necessarily the best Camille or Ambessa player, but I've noticed that the lane advantage and even the dueling advantage is Camille oriented, but once you do get into the team fighting, that's where Ambessa actually shines. She's able to use her public execution to like catch enemies off guard. Like she's just the threat of Ambessa standing behind that wall and ulting your ADC is so significant.
Yeah. A team fight with a man down immediately, like Ambassador just being able to go around and just completely target someone is just, oh, it's so annoying, like everyone knows.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with that, but does that outweigh the bad matchup? I really don't know. I mean, in case the only real win condition I can say that I can very clearly see in Red Side's favor is the power of the side lane, in the sense that Camille should really not be that stoppable. However, Ryze can actually stop Camille even in that scenario, so even then it's a little bit of an iffy win condition, I would say.
I wouldn't want to be relying on that.
Yeah, it's not something reliable, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to understand this draft, and I don't want to be slandering them too much before it starts. But like, who cooked here?
Someone cooked, that's for sure.
Someone is cooked when this shit fucking starts.
Just an update. Quick introduction, since we forgot to do this. We got straight into the draft. We didn't get to do any intro. First of all, thank you everyone for tuning in. We're filling in for the rest of the Abyssalist team here to streamline this this game, hopefully, and even the upcoming games if time is in our favor, which hopefully it will be, since I heard Grasp is a very capable team, and hopefully they'll be able to come out on top here. I see a lot of names that I recognize, of course. Not confident. I recognize the champions, or I recognize that the players play the champions, but hopefully we'll be able to see a master performance from them.
I think there's good potential for them to play very well today, but you know, they could be the best players and they might just not perform on the day, so there's always the chance of that happening.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, the drafting abilities seem to be top-notch. Or, I wouldn't say top-notch, but I would definitely give a huge shot for them, as we said this over and over again, but I think they're favored in this draft, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's to them. It's very rare, however, like, on Red Team's side, it's very rare that we see picks like Seraphine being placed, because they're just so... They're so situational, if that makes sense. I do think they can make it work. In this situation, Seraphine isn't terrible.
Seraphine isn't horrible. No, Seraphine's definitely not one of the weirder picks here. But the ADC last pick, if anything, I would have put them mid. I would have not chosen Orianna so quickly. I thought maybe they could have put her in like the second last pick, or they could have put her in the final pick. I don't know why. Like, the threat of it's gone. They could have threatened so many other things.
Yeah, I'd say so as well myself.
Like, keep in mind, if they get stomped bot lane here, this game is over. This will be a 15-minute speed run, any percentage. Like,
yeah, probably. But like, I mean, it's possible, right? If Seraphine does happen to overstep, or possibly even the Kai'San, they get engaged on by the Rakan, it can be a very difficult bot lane to play. Yeah, I agree.
Rakan is one of them people, I think he's always kind of like talked about as like far worse than he is. Rakan's a very, very strong pick in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's quite a powerful pick. Underrated, I'd say myself.
Oh, definitely. I played a fair amount of Rakan in my day. Like, he is a strong enough pick.
Seems to be like both teams are on very good terms, so doesn't seem to be a huge animosity here. We do see both mid laners are studying the mid lane. Oftentimes people ask me, why does this position occur? And more times than not, it's just to cover the entrances and check what the enemy mid laner is doing, right? So they're not able to sneak ward or invade your jungler or something of the sort.
There's no 5-man invade happening where they all push and get someone top side or bot side. Oh my god. Because, I mean, once you see the jungler, you know if they're starting the red or starting the blue, so you can really just stomp you and, like, demoralize you to start the game.
Okay, looking at this game so far, it seems to be relatively relaxed. Mid lane seems to be where all the trades are happening right now. We do see, we don't even see Raptors wards on either side. They seem to be playing it really chill, really safe. Q does come in from the Ambassador. She does miss the Q, however, I believe, so that's a losing trade for her. Both
Yeah,
do...
unfortunate. Ambassador cannot afford to be missing a lot of, or I was gonna say skill shots, but I'm not sure I would exactly call them that with Ambassador.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but not getting the Q2 is a huge deal. I mean, level 1 is when Ambessa is actually
Weakest.
capable of doing something into Camille. So losing that lane prior in the early game can be hurtful long term.
Yeah, I mean, if Ambassador gets ahead, though, it is...
It's really hard for Camille to play. I mean, we're talking about... Actually, I'll take anything I said there back. It seems like Ambessa is still in control of the lane. If we take a look at bot lane, though, Kai'Sa Seraphine are in control, which makes sense. When you're playing a double ranged into a champion like Rakan, you're always able to maintain elite early game.
Rakan's gonna be taking a lot of damage. You might have to do a few early recalls.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. Not gonna be an easy one for him.
No, but I'd say once we see how it starts to play here a little bit more, early game, nothing. I wouldn't say early game is gonna be that big of an impact this game. I feel like once the game is going for a little bit longer, we'll get to see how everyone's playing, how everyone's doing. Every trade's good on paper, but you never know how these things are gonna go.
Yeah,
Even
I'd
if
say so.
Ambessa gets an early kill topside, I still think Camille could definitely
Yeah, she
end up
could
winning the top
definitely
lane.
lose this matchup. I mean, saying that a matchup is favored towards someone is not always true against Ambessa, right? Someone like Renekton might counter Ambessa, but once Ambessa gets a lead, it doesn't really matter anymore. We do see a fight happening here in the jungle.
Sejuani and Wukong, Camille's coming down. Oh, Wukong flashes out. Oh, it doesn't matter. Do a trade. Is Orianna dead here? Is she gonna get out?
I mean, if the Camille
Ryze is
pulls
almost
out the
getting
E-Flash,
himself
but she
killed.
doesn't have Flash. Oh
Ryze
no!
overextending there. Oh no.
Oh no!
Does Ambessa get both? Oh no. Ryze gets that and Orianna's gonna have to recall. She's too low to do anything.
Rise is going to be having... Summit is going to be having a huge recall value here. I mean, he got 2 kills. It's the Rise, right, as well. So you get that... You accelerate your scaling potential. And honestly, it was so depressing to see that Hook just completely missed from the Camille.
Unfortunate, but I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. It probably feels pretty bad.
Oh, definitely.
I wouldn't want to be in that position.
I wouldn't want to be in that VC. Can you imagine his teammates are saying to him? Let's not pretend that's the main threat.
Yeah, true. True. Being in the VC is going to be disaster as well.
A lot of action top lane still. Ambessa and Camille just are. I think they're going to be fighting. Definitely going to be a top side Attica. And I just, even obviously with, I just think they're just going to be fighting for so long. Can't wait to see how this goes late game, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Still think, even against Kai'Sa, Sivir's wave clear is just a little bit better. And Ambessa is just absolutely bullying Camille topside. I'm sorry to say. Oh my god. Also, you might want to rearrange your leaderboard so like Ambessa is on top. And you
Oh
know,
yeah, that might have been a bit of
also you should probably turn off the time controls too, or else you might be able to see kills and stuff before they happen.
I mean, not really. I'm not really able to see anything before it happens.
You'll get like I think, what is it, 30 seconds, 15 seconds? If God forbid someone types everything, it'll be even bigger. Oh my god.
Oh, well, that's a possibility, but at least we know no kill is happening here, so...
Yeah, oh my god, and the TP top as well. What a waste. Oh my god. Per Oriana.
We can take a look at the... I mean... Yeah, that is a TP waste, I'd say. Rise ultimate did go down as well, but... Really, red team is the one that had to get value out of that play, not really blue team, because blue team just secured the first dragon of the game, which is Chemtech. Not a terrible dragon. Has some value
Not
this
what you
game.
want to be is your first dragon, though. Definitely not.
I wouldn't say so, no. I mean, of course, for first Drake, I think Ocean maintains the highest win rate just because it helps in lane so much. With the extra sustain. Doesn't necessarily mean I'd say I hate Chemtech itself, just provides more shield value for the Ambessa, or healing on the Rakan, and more shielding, of course. We do see right now, if we take a look at the gold standings, we can see that, of course, they're not properly matched since, for some reason, Ambessa and Sivir swapped their pick order. But we can see that Ambessa is a little bit behind. I would say even with Camille in the top lane. We can see that junglers are quite even. Pretty much every lane is even, with the exception we do see Sivir trying to get caught here.
Hey, see if you click on the Ambessa and drag it up, you can put her in like the top. See, just at their scoreboard there.
Oh,
Click on the Ambessa, the icon, and you drag her up to the top lane and match all the lanes.
can we do that?
Oh no, in the middle. Yeah, in the middle on your board.
Oh, well, that was really simple.
Yeah, it's. I actually didn't know this thing for a long time, but I don't know why, because the pick order is swapped. It always messes up.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, I thought people just had to be in the correct pick order in the champion select. Last couple of times I've seen this happen.
No, I don't think it actually matters at all.
Apparently it doesn't. We do see a duel come out here. Favorable trade for the Ambessa. Ambessa does not have W anymore, though. If Camille uses this opportunity to engage on the Ambessa, perhaps she can get a positive trade here. We do see both junglers lurking in the top lane, waiting for an opportunity to gank. Wukong standing behind the wall. He is coming out. Looking at the Sejuani. Cyclone does come out. Camille doesn't want to be a part of that, it seems. She does still go in when the fight is already over. We do see the ultimatum coming out. Ooh. That's bad.
That is unfortunate. Ambessa's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, Ambessa is going to be an issue very soon. And that's not the only issue they have, since the Wukong now is also also has a huge gold lead. I mean, Sejuani died on decent tempo. She didn't sacrifice too many camps, but look at how much Wukong has to farm, and he's already ahead in gold. So you can imagine that lead expanding further and further. Same thing in the mid lane earlier from what happened at the beginning of the game. 4 minutes in, and just Rise still maintaining 1k gold lead, CS lead on the Oriana matchup, which is not really that easy of a matchup early game. We do see Ambessa trying to zone out the Camille out of the first wave. Ooh! Not the best performance today coming out from the Camille.
Just saying, if we just look at Ambassador's team here, I guess, if you just look, oh my god, 100 gold bounty, 100 gold bounty, 150 gold bounty. The gold lead for blue side seems to just be expanding and expanding. Or, yeah, that is blue side, sorry, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I mean, we can see also item power spikes. Wukong has his Trinity Force. I mean, Wukong after Trinity Force doesn't even feel like a champion anymore. At that point, you're just playing against the admin of the lobby.
It's a force of nature. I feel like Sejuani is not performing this game.
Yeah, not the
Not
greatest game for Sejuani. He's just trying to look for the opportunities. We do see the Rice TP coming through. Seraphine does go down. Oriana is there to
has to get
cover.
out of here. No, I think Oriana is so diveable. She knows if anyone gets a hand on her and she's no way to get out, she's screwed.
I mean, Oriana leaving the bot lane here is stranded. Okay, never mind. It seems like blue team just want to play a very secure game. They don't want to greed or anything. They know they're already in a winning position, so they just want to maintain that lead and focus on objectives. Personally, I would have went for that dive on the bot lane, I think. Oh, we do see Wukong coming through. Seraphine is there to cover. What do you think of this game state? Do you think blue side has a chance to come back? Oh, sorry, red side has a chance to come back.
Not really. I think it's just, if they let them snowball, it's only going to get worse and worse. Like, I mean, Ambassa, Wukong, Rise, like, they can be hard enough to deal with when they're not fed, when they're a kill ahead, and these guys only seem to be going more. They're lucky Ambassa has not got more, honestly. They let her snowball ahead, it may as well just FF. It's going to be unplayable.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, Ambessa does have a lot of value into that team. Especially, like, the Seraphine. It's going to be so hard. And the Oriana. They're not going to be able to play in this game. We do see the Shockwave coming through. Rise looking for the kill before he dies. Rise does go down. Shutdown, unfortunately, goes to the Sejuani, though. So was that really a good thing?
Yeah, I don't think Sejuani should have wanted that. Honestly, they could probably just hop in Sejuani's jungle between them and just start farming her camps.
Maybe so. I mean, yeah, at that point, I kind of do agree with that. And that's exactly what they're doing. Wukong already invading. Red team looking to deny it, but caught in a bad position. Rakan does go in on the Kaisa.
Kaisa.
Uses the ultimate, but Seraphine is caught in an impossible spot. Flash does come out from the Seraphine. But Wukong...
She's got hit with the Q-Max Garen strategy. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean... Wukong just one-shotted there. I told you. I mean, this champion after Trinity Force... It's like you're not even looking at the champion anymore. It's a turret now.
I don't know what Red Side can do here, honestly. Like, the gold difference isn't that big, but I think it's just who's getting the gold more than...
Yeah, I mean,
Red
exactly.
Side, I think
the thing is,
people
red
that have,
side...
like, the
if we
amount
take
of
a look at the gold...
people you wanted.
yeah, if we take a look at the gold on red side, it seems like most of the gold is focused on Kaisa, which is a good thing. However, the second most is Sejuani, who's skipping all her camps. So, it is a pretty troublesome position. Her getting that 1k shutdown was unfortunate.
I was hoping we would see another fight bot side here. Honestly, I think this Camille is going to lose her tower very soon.
It's cooked.
Sejuani is just living in top lane, by the way. Oh my god.
Camille doesn't survive, and hopefully Sejuani doesn't steal the kill. Yep, that's really good, actually. Smart thinking of the Sejuani to not hit the Ambassa there. Now the Camille does complete the Trinity Force, which is also when she becomes another turret.
A real champ.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a bit too late now, I would say. We do see a swap coming in from blue side with Sivir maintaining the mid lane.
And Rise going ADC.
Looking to contest the Rift Herald. Very good swap, again. They're putting in the scaling champion in the bot lane to just push waves and bringing in the Sivir, who is ahead, and
Sivir seems to be having no trouble this game, yeah. Sivir's gotten a nice lead, and it's very noticeable.
Very noticeable.
They cannot...
They do secure the Rift Herald here, and it seems like they're even looking for a fight. Ambassa is coming there as well. She doesn't have her ultimate, but...
I'd say it's very... Is Ambassa's ult up very soon, yes?
Yeah, I'd say... Looking at that timer, we're probably looking at 20 seconds from now.
At most, yeah. Struggling to see it. I'm just trying to widen the stream a bit.
Oh, Camilla's starting to do some damage, but she just keeps messing up these hook shots. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of this game has just went to horror just from the Camille E's being missed.
Yeah, also, I'm not gonna lie, I just read chat for the first time and see who's this new handsome caster. I don't know who that is.
I'll take a look at the chat soon, but
Oh no, Wukong has a chance to just plow through them here. Oh no, Seraphine's coming down. I don't know how Sejuani's meant to do anything. I feel like she's just gonna fall off very soon. Even with, like, she's stacking grand, but I don't think her impact is gonna be enough.
maybe not. Probably not. Oh, it's Zada. Zada, what are you saying? We do see the first actual real team fight might occur here on the Dragon. It's third Drake for blue team. It's soul point even. Soul point at 17 minutes is amazing.
It's ridiculous. Oh my god. I just didn't even realize it was soul point.
Yeah, I mean, someone made a comment about how Sejuani... Oh, we do see the engage coming in. Public execution coming through. Kai'Sa does go down as well. It is an execution, actually. Didn't even really seem like a fight. Do see the Rift Herald coming in mid lane. This is really good because now they're splitting up what they are doing. I like what Grasp is doing here because now they're getting both the tower in the mid lane as well as the Rift Herald at the same time. Disastrous outcome for red side. That was a really good block.
Yep, Sejuani and Camille once again. How can play? Oh, how can play? This is ridiculous.
I mean,
the
Sejuani
gold
as a
lead
pick...
isn't
Sorry?
crazy here though. Still, the goal difference isn't actually as bad as you think.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's that terrible, honestly. I think they're just maintaining really good CS throughout all of this. Unironically, I would argue that red side is just better at farming. Because
Yeah,
in
but
this tough position...
losing early is ridiculous here.
Yeah.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable, of course. But, I mean, when you maintain an equal CS difference when you are behind, that means you generally just farm better than your opponent permanently had access to. This Camille is not making me happy today. Do see an engage happening. The bot lane shockwave does come through.
I feel like
Nope.
Rise is going to become a serious issue very soon. I mean,
Yeah.
not that he hasn't been already. He's 3-1, like, but he's been left alone for so long to just work away. That bot tower is probably not going to last too much longer. I feel like Rise is trying to not kind of push too hard here. He's just farming up his waves. He's just frozen. He's not really worried about anyone.
Oh,
They're
we
really
finally
focusing
see
on
a
top side
real
on
gang
Abyssal here.
on the top side. Camille
Oh.
misses the true damage Q. Empowered Q does not go through. This one does go through, however. We do see public execution coming in on the Kai'Sa. Ambessa does go
Deserved,
down.
honestly.
This might be their chance to come back if they secure this Atakan, but a lot of resources were spent on this fight. None of red side has a single ultimate, and honestly, if blue side just goes in here with the Wukong Cyclone, they just annihilate them.
Yeah, I was gonna say not saving a single ult for this. Well, I mean, killing one person for using everything you have just is not worth it.
It's almost
There's
never
no-
worth it. We do see the shockwave coming through, however, turning the fight around. This is their opportunity for coming back.
What is the Rakan doing?
Ooh, hold on. This game might have just had a turnaround because winning this fight securing the Atakan, which is uncontestably the most powerful objective in the game currently, could
Oh,
mean that,
definitely.
yeah, could mean that now red side has a fighting chance, because you look at the gold, you see that it's 2k, right? But the amount of experience and AD that red side just got from the
Yeah,
Atakan,
it's
as well as all those kills.
fucking massive.
Yeah, look, Camille, who was 2 levels behind earlier. Oh, and Bessa's trolling.
Oh no, Bessa, you knew they were all top side. What are you doing? Oh god. Still though, Rise is just being left pretty much alone on bot side, like.
I mean, Rise is getting that chance to scale, but speaking of scaling,
Yeah.
right, like the enemy team still has the Kaisas. They still have the Seraphine, which is honestly a beast in team fights late game.
I mean, saying that though, Kaiser has 0, 1, and 3, Seraphine 0, 3, and 5. I don't think Seraphine
gonna
can
be a
definitely
threat.
still be a bit of an issue, but yeah, Kaiser is Kaiser needs to maybe scrape 1 or 2 kills before I think she's gonna be much of an issue in a team fight.
Yeah, I'd argue the same thing. It doesn't seem like we should be seeing any botlane impact in red side here. They were looking for something mid lane. We're unable to find it, however. Now, continuing what I was saying earlier, they're still looking. What the hell? Okay, so Juan is just settling for the Raptors here. But continuing on my point earlier, Camille, who was 2 levels behind, is now equally level to the Ambessa, and Ambessa just can't do anything anymore. I think the scaling just came in on Camille's side, and now Ambessa is just in an unfavorable
Yeah,
matchup.
Bessa has to realize she can't win the 1v1 anymore, and that Camille pretty much, it hasn't been a 1v1 all game, and Bessa's been doing very, very good to be able to dominate in a 2v1 with
With
Sejuani
Sejuani.
living in the lane. Yeah.
I mean, the thing
But
is
now they
about
have
this
to
lane,
realize.
right, is that, I mean, if you're picking Sejuani, you're gonna play whatever your melee character is, as we do see an engage happening here. Seraphine ultimate, a clean Seraphine ultimate comboed with a shockwave. They completely annihilate blue side here. Public execution does come through, but never mind. It's turning back. What's happening? Did the Rise just turn it around with the ultimate?
I believe so. I was gonna say Rise is such a threat, and they know that. They know. I think there's
I mean,
still gonna
honestly,
be a
the
big
fight.
contest for Drake here because they have to. If they don't contest, they're done.
Oh,
But
that's
losing
terrible.
in silly team fights like that, Seraphine cannot be doing that. Oh my god. Obviously, Seraphine's not going to have a massive impact, but still, they cannot be doing that. I did not expect Blue Side to take this Drake so quickly. Oh my god. I didn't think Sejuani or Oriana realized it either.
I mean, they're looking for something here, right? They're looking to stop the recalls, trying to get something out of this. Blue team getting Hextech Soul, which is arguably the most or second most powerful soul in the game, all in all,
Yeah.
is gonna be really scary for red side. I mean, the fight earlier, if we recap to that, it was so favored towards red side. I almost thought they had it in the bag, and then all of a sudden, Rice just turned the whole script around. And somehow
Rise
red side won. I mean, they
scales.
played it perfectly, it seems. You saw that shockwave. You saw that Seraphine ultimate. Just 5-man on both ends. Well, 4-man, but yeah.
Gonna say, but I just think Rise is terrifying this game, to be honest. He's still 4-1 and 2. He's what, his third item just bought. He just got his Rabadons. Like, oh my
Yeah, he's
God.
actually scary. Right now,
He's
this is
I
the real
think-
power spike. He's level 16. He got the max ultimate. We're just seeing engage happening here on the
I think the only
Ambessa.
person who won't like immediately melt a Rise is Sejuani. No one else has any real MR, do they?
Shockwave coming in as well. Yeah, pretty much. I would say it's gonna be tough because, again, he has the 10 stacks on the Rod of Ages. He has the Rabadon's Death Cap, fully stacked Seraphs. This is the power spike. And this is where he becomes a menace. We do see a fight breaking out. Right side did look to get some value after they got their kill earlier in the bot lane, but they didn't get much, unfortunately. Camille is still looking to split push bot. I think maybe if the Camille TP, they could have won that. Or-
Yeah, I was gonna say Camille really was in a bad place. She could have TP'd, but I think by the time she would have TP'd, it would have been over anyway. But honestly, I think blue side push a tower or two here, and I think it's just over regardless. they decide they want Baron, they can get it. If they can just pick off an ADC or jungler, I think it just doesn't matter. Looks like just really own the jungle this game too. Oh my lord.
Yeah, it does seem like that is the case. I mean, generally speaking, when you're playing this Sejuani, you don't really focus on the high CS, but
yeah,
it's
but
still
high
really good to
CS
be
and no
behind.
CS are, I mean,
But look at those Rise numbers. That's what I'm really...
Price is petrifying.
250
like, oh my
CS.
God.
I mean, that's like 9.8 CS per minute or something of the sort. You have 10 CS per minute. Crazy performance from the Rise in terms of farming, but that's really what
As I
his job
said,
is.
Rise was left unattended in bot lane. He didn't push towers, he just sat, he farmed, which most players won't do out of...
This is the part I was talking about. If you take a look at this, I told you that the Camille will become a threat in the late game, right? In terms of split pushing, but Rise will be able to handle it, and that's exactly what we see happening here. Where Camille just got annihilated.
Yeah, Camille absolutely just got exploded. Alright, I'll just be back in 1 second. I just need to go do something. 1 second.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of which, since he's gonna be back, I don't think Red Side is gonna be back after that fight. We do see the Abyssal looking to teleport to bot lane. Perhaps they're looking to end the game instead, look for the Baron. I think they can. They're capable of... We can see that the Camille is dead. So I think they're able to... Even if the Camille does come back up, I think they're just looking to force it through anyways. Camille's gonna find it troublesome to defend this. No, it seems like they're just backing off. Safe play. I think they could have ended, but it's also safe to just back off and wait for the next objective, recall. They're so much stronger at this point that just fighting it out for the Baron, especially with the Hextech Soul, is a guaranteed win, I would say. Unless something goes terribly wrong, like we saw with the Atacon fight, but... I mean, hey, anything could happen.
Apologies. We get dragged away at all times.
Ooh. That was a really good engage from the Camille, trying to get some value, trying to secure the kill on the Rise. Unfortunately, it does not go through. Ambessa does go down, so does Camille. Cyclone is coming through. Kai'Sa's looking to get targeted here. Kai'Sa does go down. The fight seems to be over. The Silver Boomerang's just bouncing around. Dude, this ADC role needs to be kept in check.
As every ADC player will tell you, ADC weak role needs buffed.
This thing is overpowered, bro. I mean... I'm seeing the 5-1 Rise not nearly do as much as the 3-item. The 4-item Rise is not even doing half as much as the 3-item Sivir, which is crazy, to say the least. Yep. But GG's.
I mean, Sivir's a very strong champion, but yeah, I think Rise was just team playing, but still with a 500 gold bounty, 5-1. Oh my god, saying that's Sivir with 8-4. I leave for 2 minutes, and suddenly Sivir's a bigger threat. Oh my lord.
Yeah, crazy. I mean... I don't even know how this happened. Wow.
I mean, good game one. I think if they draft differently, Red Side could definitely put up a better fight than that. I don't know what happened.
I don't really know what happened either. I mean, congratulations to Grasp for just completely stomping this game. It didn't even seem like a close match.
Truly, I don't think it was.
But yeah, I mean, we did look at the game, and honestly saying it wasn't a close match at all is a little bit of an injustice to Red Side. They did have that one opportunity, that one shining star fight where they were able to secure the Atacon, right? But
Oh yeah, once they got Atacon, it could have gone either way, but I felt like they just couldn't do enough with it.
yeah, maybe so. I'd say so myself. They seem to be wanting to go into the second game really quickly as well, which I kind of understand. It's a rough game, right? For
Having a loss like that is definitely like they're upset. They're flaming themselves or beating themselves up over that.
yeah, it does feel like, you know what I mean, like it's how could I have lost this game in this way?
It was so winnable.
Ah, yeah, definitely. We did see the game play out like we thought it would before it started in terms of drafting. I think we did a good job of analyzing the draft this game, not to pat myself on the back, of course.
No, I feel like yeah, well, not that draft was a bit strange to be completely honest.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, and I'm not gonna sit here and constantly just thrash down on the team who just had a very bad loss, because that would be kind of rude.
Oh yeah, definitely. But no, I feel like that draft was just. That
I mean,
draft
hey,
was
it
the
is
trust me, bro draft.
it is the
as they
Abyssalus
say.
org stream here, but no need to be biased, right? Even though since we're not really participating with them.
Oh no, of course. Like we're
But
not gonna be biased
congratulations
towards
to
either.
our fellas for winning the first game.
Game 2 is gonna be very interesting now.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure actually if this is fearless or not. I don't believe it is. Can someone in the chat tell me if this is fearless or not?
I hope so. Most of the drafts now I've seen are fearless.
It is not fearless. GG Plockter, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. Well played on your win. Yep, fair enough. Congratulations on your win. Very excellent performance in the top lane, even though you were capped the entirety of the game. So shout out to you for that.
They had him at gunpoint, which in fairness you have to do.
So, what are your takeaways from the last game?
Takeaways blue side is a very, very strong side. I feel like even though it wasn't obviously their mains, it felt like it didn't matter much. They played very, very well. So I'm excited to see how they play again now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it myself, to be honest. Maybe this time, it's a little bit more of a competitive game. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
that was
anything.
that. Not to say it was a
seemed-
stomp, but it.
It wasn't really a stomp, I would say, but it was like there might have been a bit of a rank difference involved or something of the sort that caused this.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we're gonna see a different outcome in the up and coming game. I really want to see. What I really like this game is, first of all, the honestly, both teams' bot lanes weren't that terrible in terms of AD carries. They played really well. Even the supports were doing very well as well. The top laner, I don't know them personally, but I don't want to see the Camille again.
Oh no, definitely not. They cannot be pulling that Camille again.
That Camille needs to be packed up. Like, no disrespect, but everything else is fine. I mean, the Rise did performed really well. I do believe maybe the Rise is the captain of the team. If I'm not sure 100%, but excellent performance from him. Orianna did fine. Honestly, the Sejuani I feel like was the biggest. You know, it's like
I feel like the Orianna was not the right pick, which obviously, of course,
maybe.
they couldn't have known this, but
Yeah, maybe you're right. I think perhaps changing that Ori for something else might have helped the game a bit. But I mean, when you're going with second pick, you don't really have too many options, and it's not necessarily the worst option here.
I think they're definitely going to be worse picks, yeah, but I feel like we're not going to see it again. Just is any talk about draft 2 starting?
Yeah, currently I'm on the second link. It seems like
Oh,
HOB
it's
is
not.
already ready, but Grasp seems to be having a bit more of a longer talk, which is shocking seeing that they were the team that came out on top. Um, we can swap over to the draft here. I'm hoping to see some new picks. I mean, generally speaking, I'm more familiar with the non-fearless format, so I understand that a lot of games are gonna have the same champions seen over and over again.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. Everyone's a lot of people aren't really familiar with Fearless. Obviously, it's new.
Yeah, it's somewhat of a new format, I would say. Exciting, but new. Speaking of which, the League Hub tournament deciding games will all be fearless as well as the playoffs.
I'm very excited for that. I was hoping it was. I wasn't going to ask yet, but obviously these things are important, kind of to include the new stuff, because if people really don't like the new stuff, then you'll stop seeing all the new stuff be introduced.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I think it will be exciting. I was thinking whether to make it fearless or not, but honestly, it's the sponsor's request to make it fearless. Because our last
Yeah.
tournament really wasn't fearless, so this one might shake up things a bit. And we have a lot of OTPs in the tournament. We have the notorious hacker main, and
Oh, of
I'm a
course.
notorious two trick myself, so I'm gonna have a tough time in fearless. Draft has already started. Okay. We're
These
seeing
boys are quick.
Saint. Yeah, I mean these are really quick bans and picks. We see the Sejuani come in from HOB again. I think it's fine, right? Because we saw the last game. I don't think the Sejuani was the problem. Sejuani played well.
I feel like if the team had been different, Sejuani would have had the chance to perform better. Yeah.
Yeah, and we do see on the opposite side the Wukong come in again, the Rakan coming in again with Zaya this time instead of Sivir, because HOB just sniped off the Sivir this time. If we take a look at the bans, it seems to be like they changed on the right side, where we see now Ambessa and Ryze being banned. Justifiable after last game's performances, right?
Yeah,
Um,
honestly.
while at
Um,
blue side, we do see Aphelios getting banned, and Yunara and the Sinzao, same bans from last game. If it ain't broken, then don't fix it, you know what I mean?
they're obviously petrified of the Yunars, Zinzai, or Phidios. Like, obviously, someone on their team is a well-known player of those. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah, perhaps. I'd give or take, probably. Probably true.
from what I can guess, their jungler is, I believe, an Emerald Zinzai player. So best to just put him off his comfort, I guess.
Hmm. Maybe so. What are we gonna see here? So we do see the Seraphine coming in. I'm so surprised seeing the Seraphine come in again after the last game. Do you think it'll do better this time?
I mean, we'll have to see. I don't know. Personally, I can't say it's what I would have chosen.
I'd never say it's what I've chosen, but definitely not a terrible option by any means.
Oh no, definitely not the worst choice by any
Could be
means, but
worse. Could be worse.
after last game, I think I would have made some alternative choices.
Also, one thing to notice is the sides are still the same. I would have expected HOB to choose the opposite side since they did lose on right side last game, but it seems like they're remaining consistent with that. And this is what I expect a real draft to look like. Because last game we saw that people were just first pick in top lane and it was all over the place. But now we're seeing classic jungle into AD carry, support, or mid lane, and then last picking the top laners. I'd say that makes a bit more sense.
They definitely had to lock in after their last picks. I can see why somebody's definitely been shouting at them on Discord. Syndra, I think, could be a very strong pick here. Could have been what they were missing last game, but no, I think with the is this Fearless or is it not Fearless?
No, it's not Fearless.
I feel like Fearless would have made this a lot more interesting. Every Fearless game I've been seeing recently has just actually been so entertaining to watch.
Gwen. Now listen. And Vladimir. Now listen. I play both of these champions. I'm notorious for them. It's
As a Gwen
exciting
player,
to
I need
see
to
them come in.
put you down. Oh my god.
I love these champions. I definitely don't love what happened to Gwen in the last couple of patches, but
I do. Put her down. Never get her out.
since the rework, like they reworked her, and she wasn't really a pro problem. They gave her that rework, and she became a pro problem. And yeah, I mean, I would wish they just revert that rework, but yeah, honestly, hopefully this. Ooh, we do see the Orgot coming through from HOB here. Now, personally, I played a lot of Gwen, but I'm not very familiar with this matchup in the sense that I've not played it to heart. I'd definitely say it's playable for both. But, like, if you're below...
Yeah, I would say Gwen has a nice advantage here, though.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
I mean, Gwen's so fucking annoying to play against, especially when you're playing like a tankier character, so...
Yeah,
I feel
probably.
like if this is played wrong, they're going to be punished bad.
Could be. We do see the draft finish off. Speaking of the bans, we saw Camille and Set ban coming in. Interesting. To banning Camille while you're planning to pick one is... Also, banning the Camille after the last game performance is kind of out of the ordinary.
How can play?
Don't really think that ban was that necessary.
No, I would say the Camille was definitely a wasted ban. Banning Set, I just looked at their top laner. He doesn't play Set that much. I feel like there was definitely a better ban they could have chosen. If they were worried about like a strong top laner, he could have been on Mordekaiser, he could have been on Mundo, he could have been on Nasus, he could have chosen a lot of different top laners here. The Orgot pick, we'll have to see how it goes. But with how Sejuani built last game, Gwen and Vlad are going to be fucking nuisances to play against.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I again, as a player of both champions, I can tell you one thing about the mid lane matchup. It's annoying, right? As Vladimir, but you do have a lot of relevance late game because you're Vladimir. And Vlad into that team comp is not necessarily the best champion, but can still get a lot of value. Gwen, I mean, the trick against Orgot, really, I don't want to spoil anything for the members, but the trick against Orgot is if you're below 80% HP, don't walk up to Orgot. He will one-shot you.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's just, you should never walk up to Urgot, like, even if you're playing someone a bit squishier, like, you will get stomped by Urgot.
Yeah, 99% of the time, you'll just end up getting one-shots, so don't recommend walking up at all.
Urgot is a problem, and everyone knows it.
The Medadas do not forgive or forget.
I mean, hey, I loved Ploktor's performance last game, and I'd love. Sorry if I massacred his name. So I'd love seeing him on my 2-trick champion in this game. Hopefully perform above expectations. But this time around, we didn't have that much of a talk around the draft, right? As a whole,
No,
who do you think
I
is favorite?
don't think they're. Well, I mean, I feel like Blue Side draft is very similar to what it just was. Was obviously the Wukong is the same, the Rakan is the same. So I'm not. I mean, obviously the Vladimir, the Gwen is new, but I mean, I just feel like we'll have to see how they play. But like this guy could be first time in Urgot. Like I've seen people do crazy stuff in tournaments.
I will wait for you to
So we just have to see how the start of the game goes, and I feel like that will give us a better understanding of what's about to happen.
Yeah, maybe that's how we're gonna determine. But I mean, looking at the draft in isolation, without, let's just forget what happened last game. Honestly, I would unironically say this is favorite towards red side this time.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
It's just Sivir just gets too much value in this game. Like when you see Sivir, your first instinct shouldn't be going Rakan, Gwen, Vlad. You know what I mean? Like that's
Oh, true, yeah.
just letting her farm you. And I mean, also the Syndra. I mean, Gwen and Vladimir can flat out deny Syndra's ultimate. Just Gwen W, Vlad W. So she's gonna have to ult maybe the Xayah. But I mean, Syndra has a rough game, honestly. Like even Xayah can deny Syndra's ult as well.
Yeah, I thought Syndra was going to be a better pick here, but then seeing how they all drafted, Syndra is. I mean, I think Syndra is just a very strong champ anyway. I think Syndra will
Yeah.
probably just be okay, regardless of what really happens. I don't
I mean,
think
yeah,
Syndra is going
it's
to be.
Syndra after all. We shouldn't expect a disaster, but even if that champion is counterpicked in the end, it can still get a lot of work done. So perhaps we will see that happen this game. While we're waiting for the spectator delay, of course. Who are you hoping to win? Be honest.
Be honest, I would like to see Red Side win because I mean, obviously after that horrible loss, I imagine they're a little bit sickened. They're probably not. They're in the dumps. Let's be honest. Everyone would be. I really hope they put on a bit of a better performance than they just did.
Yeah, I do so as well. Hopefully this will be their chance to come back.
And I think if they do come back, they'll be quite happy. I feel like the game itself will almost breathe new life into the game.
Yeah, maybe so.
It definitely does help that all these people are new to me because that pretty much helps the biased argument basically disappear because as an unknown, I'm not biased to anyone because I don't literally know anyone.
I'm on your same page. Like, hey, you can't come here, you can't take a look at me, you can't say it's bias. I haven't played with these players personally. And but I'm really excited to see how they perform. I loved their first game. I think we had, look, personally on League Hub, we hosted a tournament, set the summer split a while back, and it was like packed with action. This game's, even though they're on the same relative rank, they're still a lot more relaxed, a lot more thought, if that makes sense. There's a lot more thought into the game. There's a lot more macro knowledge. It's just the teams are more familiar with each other.
Yeah, but I feel like after the first game, obviously everything changes. No matter what happens now, it's gonna be they're gonna be against each other really.
We'll have to see how it goes.
I'm excited now.
Up as we are going into the game now. Alright, game is starting now. Time to organize. Thank you for that tip.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, your screen share is a bit screwed right now.
Yeah, I do know that because after you just stream the projector for a while and it goes from in the game to outside the game and back and forth, it does get a bit screwed. But hopefully when I will restart it now, it will be fine for you. Take a look at it.
Perfect.
Nope. Still the same
That's
issue.
fine. I'll just watch on the Twitch stream, sure.
That will be a
No
bit
problem.
delayed, so you can just take a look at the League stream. I mean, I can just stream League for you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's working.
Take a look at the scoreboards. Time to reorder as usual. We do see the Vladimir mid lane. Well, that's it, really. Starting off the game, we see the same showdown happen again. This time, on the other hand, we do see...
Rakan is aura farming to start the game, of course.
Yeah. We do see red side going for the ward on the Raptors, so that's great. That's a good improvement from last game. They got a ward. We saw some trades happening in the top lane. We do see Orgot going in for the 8, but he missed. Very relaxed game. Honestly, this Vladimir is surprisingly aggressive.
Yeah, Vlad's one of them champions. I know everyone is just always saying is pretty strong in his own right. Just doesn't get love, whether it's nerfs or buffs, particularly. Nothing crazy, like. And I just always thought he was so strong.
Okay, I'm trying to concentrate and see what is happening in front of me right now because it's a really relaxed game. There's not really a lot to speak about.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is really gonna be when first Drake comes up. I think this game's gonna start.
I'm gonna start actually getting into the exciting parts.
Sorry, I'll be back in just 1 second.
Yeah, obviously, sure. Speaking of first Drake, that's coming up in 5 seconds. I'm anticipating a fight here. We do see the Sejuani is pathing towards the bot side. On the other hand, Wukong is forced to path towards top side with his next objective being the Gromp. A couple of kills did happen earlier. I didn't mention them. But generally speaking, just winning for red team top side. He's not going to be happy. He missed some action finally. Bot lane seems to be engaging in a fight right now. No jungler interference is going to be seen, but winning trade for blue team. Again, bot lane seems to be very close. Both teams are playing fairly well. This time the Sivir is on the red team side. We do see the Rakan perhaps looking for the engage again. Sivir flash does come out. Not sure if that was necessary, but losing that flash this early on, especially before Drake is starting, is going to be a tough one. And Wukong is looking for the invade, which is crazy. I mean, I'm surprised Sejuani didn't path to the bot side here. It's quite weird. Mid lane is fairly even. Both are scaling champions, both are farming champions.
I have returned.
Welcome back. You missed some action, but you didn't miss much.
Everyone knows the burden of having a father that does not understand technology.
Oh. Feel that one. Apologies here. Give me 1 second. Getting a bit sidetracked. We do see red team is getting the Drake. I think they're just giving that one.
Big team fight happening now. Let's see how Urgasme 1-1-1. Gwen's down a little bit. CS is basically nothing. He brought Biscuit, so he's going to get a little bit of permanent max health from that. Jungle seems to be fairly even as well. Mid lane bot, nothing has happened. Good. Was it just a good jungle gank topside that I missed? Oh,
That one was
Sever,
close.
unfortunate.
That was
What
close.
an amazing ult there, damn.
That was close. That was unfortunate. Get back to being a bit more focused. I mean, we saw what happened, right? We saw the unfortunate kill in the bot lane. But at the
Saya
same
played
time,
that absolutely beautifully.
yeah, I mean, well played,
Just an
Saya.
amazing ult. Yeah.
But honestly, oh, okay, the Rakan. Rakan waiting in the bush there. That was really exciting. We do see Wukong trying to look for the gank. However, Sejuani is already there,
Yeah.
already waiting.
Sejuani's about to lose a lot of health this.
Oh no. Oh
so is
no.
Wukong.
Oh no.
Oh.
This
Sever
might
took
be
a fat
different.
tower shot there. Oh, it could be turned.
Oh! The last auto attack! I mean, they should still get this, really. No chance for the Rakan to compete here. Rakan does go down. Sivir securing 2 kills here. Sejuani getting even more ahead. We do see the flash coming in from the Syndra, as well as Ghost from the Vladimir. Top lane, Needlework does go out, as well as Flash. Gwen seems to be getting stomped in this matchup, which is not that shocking, but at the same time, disappointing to see. I guess after so many nerfs, the champion no longer stands a chance against Morgoth.
Truly just unfortunate, but after a while, of course, it's going to happen. Not much happening right now. It's just a bit of a calm game still.
Oopsie. That's bad.
bot lane shaping up to be interesting, but I don't see a massive lead even still. I think it's going to be a very late game for game 2.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we do see
Red Side
Cyclone
has a
coming
nice
through.
advantage with the 2 Drakes here.
As well as the gold. Honestly, they have 4k gold lead. Honestly, the gold lead on Red Side this game is even bigger than the gold lead on the other game.
Last game, yeah.
Yeah, seem to be getting a bit off-sided here, but... Ah, damn. Do see Drake go to quick update, okay. Quick update. Drake does go to red side. On the other hand, first tower goes to blue side. Is that a good trade? Not sure. I mean, this game is shaping up to be very much in red side's favor. I don't think there is any sugarcoating this. Surprisingly, after such a strong performance from blue side last game, perhaps it was the draft that was holding red side back.
Maybe, I mean, you see they're performing amazingly now.
Or maybe it was just the Abyssal being safe. Okay, we do see them looking to collapse on the Rakan here. Rakan does get out though, it's Rakan, right?
Yeah, Rakan's... I'd say Rakan could get out. I don't think Rakan's going to be in any trouble here.
It's interesting to see. I want to take a look. Let's see here. Syndra's 74 stacks of Transcendent is quite far from the full scale as of now. Okay, we do see Cyclone coming in the mid lane. Xayah following up with a flash. Ultimate does go through. Shutdown does go to the Xayah. Double kill goes to the Xayah as well. Some more action happening in the bot lane. Blue team seems to be winning this part as well. Well, maybe not. I'll take that back. We do see Orgot in a terrible spot here. Orgot does go down. Another shutdown goes to the Xayah. But on the opposite end, Vladimir does seem to be going down in the bot lane here.
Unfortunate, but this Rift Herald's gonna do nothing now. He's just too low health. He's gonna hit this
No.
tower. He's gonna die. He didn't even get to hit the tower.
That's so sad.
And same one, he takes 2 tower hits. Oh my god.
I think that one hit would have taken the tower down, but all in all, like, this is the best possible outcome for blue side. 2 shutdowns going to the Xayah. Look at the Xayah. She has the Infinity Edge now, the best item in the game. So 2 shutdowns go to the Xayah. And another kill on top of that. And they don't lose bot lane tower. So this is not necessarily a terrible outcome for for blue side here. This might be the chance to come back. We of course know that Atakan is spawning in not in 1 minute from now, right? So
Yeah, Anakin's gonna be a major team fight in 1 second.
yeah, it could be turning the tides for either team, but um, everyone is hovering around the Drake. Everyone is looking around. Everyone's lurking around. Are they gonna give Atakan? Or maybe they just don't realize. No, they do realize. They do know. They're already gathering up for it. Oh no, if the Sejuani gets caught here, it's over, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I think this is it. This is the comeback. What do you say? Yep, and they do secure the Atakan. This might be the chance. This might be the odds. I spoke last game briefly about how important Atakan is in this meta. Securing both like a level lead and AD lead, that's just not showcased on the scoreboard. So I mean, main gold lead on the right side is now just a astonishing 3k gold lead on the Orgot, as well as the 2k gold lead on the Syndra. So they're gonna have to pull through and counteract that lead that Xayah has. But at the same time, we have to also note that even though such a massive gold lead is present on top and mid, we can see that their levels is equal, and that's how important Atakan is in this meta. Honestly, I might even say it's the best objective of all time, which is hurtful. We do see needlework coming out, and Sejuani getting caught in a very bad position. Sejuani does go down. There is no current objective to
Sorry, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Seems like you went silent.
Please tell me you did not hear the smoke alarm.
I did not hear the smoke alarm.
Some people cannot cook, my father being one of them, but we move.
Well, that's quite unfortunate.
Thought there was a bomb going off in my kitchen.
Smoke alarms are very, very disturbing.
Very loud.
Yeah. We can't see the ultimate coming through, but obviously, as we said in the draft, Xayah's just gonna ult that back. And it's just not gonna be there. Take a look at the Syndra stacks again. 107 stacks, which is really close to the passive full stacks, but I don't think it'll be able to turn this around. Honestly, I say turn this around as if blue side is winning. It feels like they're taking control of the map, even though they're behind in gold. You saw, I don't know if you saw what happened earlier, but quick rundown on that. Blue team secured the Atakan, blue team secured the Dragon, and now it's looking like a fairly balanced game.
One Dragon, one Drake versus 2 Drakes. I definitely want to be on blue side right now. The goal difference still about 4k. It's been sitting probably around that, probably the entire game. Because, oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest, after this epic comeback, I really don't want to see blue team lose this. And I know I don't want to be biased, but we do see the engage coming through. Rakan does go down, unfortunately. We do see Wukong having to run away. Zaya goes down as well. This is really bad. They're not able to end the game.
Went the wrong way.
Yeah, they're not able to end the game, but Drake is going to be secured 100%. Maybe they even look for the inhibitor tower. Gwen is just split pushing, which I respect. I mean, at that point, you're playing one of the arguably most nerfed champions in the game. Not as great as she used to be.
Personally, as a wise man once said, push, push, push.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes you can't counter the Mundo, so you turn into the Mundo.
For real. I guess like Gwen's doing the right thing to split push there, but then giving them the free Drake is not what you want, because then that's what's soul point.
Yeah, that's soul point. But yeah, in a position where you can't really
It
contest.
wasn't even 17 minutes this time. Oh my god.
Yeah, crazy, right? They actually got them with like one Drake, and that offset them by a bit. Yeah, I mean, honestly, after that fight, maybe I'll take the breaks, like I'll take the comeback off the paddle, because that's all I've been saying for the past 5 minutes. I'll say maybe Red Side is still winning this one. Gold advantage is very... I mean, hey, I've been advocating for Atacam being the most overpowered objective for this entire stream. If both teams get Atacam both games and lose, maybe I'm just wrong.
Have to retire.
Yeah, maybe I just have to back it up.
I mean, I still really think it's anyone's game. I don't think the gold difference has made a major impact this game.
Right, yeah. I don't think so. I think it's just team fighting. Well, much more thought out in...
I really think Blue's in a
Right
4v5 here with Gwen deciding to split push as much as she has done, though.
Yeah, pretty much. But really, what can she do in the team fights? Do you see an engage coming through again from the Wukong, but not able to secure much. Rakan does get caught. Hopefully Wukong doesn't suffer the same fate. Syndra is coming in. Syndra's gonna go with the QE very soon, securing the stun of the Zaya, taking her out before her ultimate even goes through.
Did you see Wukong just run through 4 guys? Huh?
Kill the Seraphim.
What?
I respect the hustle.
Targeting. He had a job to do.
Yeah. I mean, that Seraph is the reason they got into that position, right? So,
yeah.
Only fair taking his Zenga route. He is looking for a steal. He knows. I don't think he knows he's on a ward. Oh no, he's dead. Oh, the Orgot ult goes through, but it hits the clone. Vladimir! He bombed them. But it's not enough to take them off the Baron, and that was...
No. They still get Baron, but in fact,
that redemption was really close, by the way. Does redemption damage monsters? No, it doesn't.
No,
if it did,
no, I was gonna say.
I would have stole it. I mean, again, it was a 4v5. All we saw is the Gwen split pushing on the side lane. From a...
Until Gwen gets that last tower, I'm pretty sure split pushing is just going to be pointless.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, from a Gwen player perspective, I understand, right? It's like the only thing we can really do in this position is just split push. Because if you go into team fights, you're just going to get blasted by... on one shot by anyone. Especially to a Sivir team comp. Sivir is just so hard for blue side to play against. We do see them 5-banning mid lane. We could see the final fight of the game here.
Blue side can just pull back a little bit more. I don't think they have to worry too much. As long as Vlad paths correctly to them, I think this is a good team fight.
This might be it. This Gwen ultimates are
big Vlad. Oh, beautiful. Vlad cannot do much to Urgot, but can do plenty to Syndra.
Oh, Syndra surprise.
Assassinate Syndra. Oh.
Not really much can be done. Honestly, that was the best it could have went for Abyssal Grasp there.
Is this game? 20 seconds? Yeah. Syndra, I think if Rakan came to assassinate Syndra, it could have been different, but I still think it's very close to a Sejuani or probably could have just ended. Very good game too. Congratulations to everyone. Of course. That is 1 each, yes?
Yep, that's 1-1. I mean, from the info I'm reading, Grasp hasn't even lost a single game beside this season, besides one, I believe. So this is a tough loss for them to handle. But we're going to see them come back into the next game, hopefully, and finalize this score because, honestly, when I came into this, I wasn't even expecting it to go to a third game. Especially after seeing the first game performance was just a massacre. But the second game, Red Team took the lead in the early game, and they actually played their macro fairly well. There were some misplays here and there. And maybe Atakan is just weak. Maybe I'm just wrong. My bad.
I don't think you're wrong. I think Atakan is definitely the strongest objective.
But I guess it's not enough alone to carry a game through.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right enough.
Damn. Alright, we'll be seeing when the next game is going to be starting. Final game in the best of 3 series. I believe this is their last game. It would be sad for them to lose this one. So, last game of the split. So, hopefully they're gonna be able to secure the dub. If I had to say.
We're excited to see it. We're excited to see
Right,
it.
we'll be right back in the stream in a couple of seconds now. All right, we're back into it. A little bit late to the draft. Had to take a bit of a break there, but you can see these drafts. Hold on, are we watching the same players? Because there are a lot of unique champions here.
And Bass is back up.
And Bass is back up, right?
Jarvan 4 is, I'd say, a very strong pick. I looked at his, I believe if it's the right, yeah, it's Grasp's team. I looked at his OP.GG, and he's played a lot of Jarvan 4. I don't know why I stuttered like a motherfucker right there, but
I mean, yeah, J4. Late to the draft, had to take a bit of a break there, but oh, did I have my stream unmuted?
why are you hearing your own stream? Huh?
Good question. Sorry about that. You shouldn't be hearing. Okay, back into the draft. I had the stream unmuted in my break. I was just checking. I think everything should be fine now. All right. You're able to see it now? I think the draft is now finished.
Yeah, I'm able to see it. Excited
What
to
do you
see
think so
Nautilus,
far?
Sivir. I'm very excited for the blue side draft here. I think blue side has a strong draft. But then again, red side, Jax top, Yasuo, Ziggs, Jarvan, Rakan. I think, honestly, it could go either way. Just in the draft, I think they're both pretty solid, pretty strong.
I'm thinking. Okay, I think. Let me see. I can't really, honestly, I can't really tell you with certainty which team's draft is better. But I like blue team a bit more.
I think they're both pretty solid drafts. I think just, obviously, we'll get to see how they're playing. Obviously, we know Rakan, but, like, most of, I think, what, Rakan and Sivir, sorry, is everything else a new, unseen?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to say. I mean, Mbessa, Rakan, and Sivir are the only real champions we have seen. Seems like they've pulled out a lot of exciting picks in the third game. Didn't expect to see the Yasuo. I mean, by the way, Yasuo blind pick is crazy. Vex is going to be a really tough lane for Yasuo. It seems like, yeah, remember what I said in the first round with them banning the Renekton so they can lock in the Mbessa? That's exactly what they did this game.
Spirit is never broken.
So that was their plan in the previous game, which is to just lock in the Mbessa. And that's what they've done. And they banned the Renekton, which I assume is the matchup they hate the most. Besides that...
The wizard lizard.
Besides that, bot lane matchup, I would say Sivir favorite, right? Sivir spell shields a lot of Ziggs abilities.
Oh yeah, a lot.
But again, Jarvan can be troublesome for Sivir. A mobile ADC. And she can also struggle with Jax. And of course, yeah, actually, Sivir's gonna have a rough game because of Yasuo, Jax, and Jarvan, right? Elise?
Sorry,
Elise
I
has
literally
trouble
heard you
for-
ask me a question, and then someone immediately came in and asked me a different question. You were saying Sivir versus Vex, was it?
I was saying Sivir...
Or Elise?
Sorry, I was saying Sivir is gonna struggle a lot this game, especially with Jarvan, Yasuo, and Jax on the right side here.
I won't be denied.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be a nice place to be.
My ability.
Yeah. But still, the bot lane matchup is not the end of the world.
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
Now I'm angry.
I think it's gonna be exciting now. I'm excited to see how this goes. How is the lobby open yet? Have you received the invite?
Yeah, I'm currently in the lobby. We'll swap you into that in a second.
Perfect.
I mean, this is the final. Winner takes all. I believe this is a game for Grasp to gain first place in the league's division. So this is going to be an important game for them. And I'm not really sure what to see. I'm not really sure who's going to come out on top. A game isn't looking lost on draft on either side. I think Elise has a lot of value this game. Like, a lot of value.
Elise is a very strong pick, so.
I mean, if she does get a couple of invades on the Jarvan, he's going to have a really rough time. And, I mean, Elise notoriously is just good into Jarvan. He can't do much into her. She just one-shots him, and most Jarvan builds follow a standardized pathing of like Sunder Sky or Eclipse into something like Frozen Heart, which really doesn't work into Elise. She's an EP champion. They locked in Jax into Ambessa, I noticed. Is that really a good idea?
I mean, against Ambassa, to be honest, I don't think there's anything that's gonna like make it easier. Ambassa is just awful. You've played your fair share of top lane. You know how absolutely awful it is to play into Ambassa. Like, it doesn't matter if you could be a few ranks above the Ambassa. Ambassa can just ruin your lane. I wouldn't have gone Jax. I would have considered maybe Aatrox, Cassante, something. Maybe even something you could have done something different of farming a lot, like Nasus and perma stacking, but nothing's going to make it easier playing against Abyssal at all.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do agree with that in a sense, but there are some counter picks to Ambessa. I mean, Jax isn't terrible, right? But you have some, like, if you go Irelia, Camille, maybe, or maybe something more like, you want to neutralize the lane, you go in with the Malphite, or the Tryndamere, if you want to really win.
Tryndamere, I will say, actually, Tryndamere is a good pick. Malphite, I've seen it happen hundreds of times, and I've not seen it work at all. Every Malphite player I've seen is just not had it go well. Just because of how easy it is for Ambassa.
I mean, the thing is, right, even if Ambessa is playing someone like Malphite, in theory, all she has to really do is neutralize the lane, and she still scales incredibly well. She still has a lot of presence in team fights. It's just an annoying champion to play against. You always have to be on your toes. I don't understand why they're nothing went over Ambessa.
I don't know. I just personally just think him playing Ambessa is a very strong pick. It's what's his name? Sorry, Fafnir.
I believe so.
Yeah, we've seen how he played before. Very, very strong Ambessa player. Like,
I know, but that was the enemy team playing Ambessa that time, I think. He was the one on the Camille.
Oh, it's been a swap. Sorry, I thought it was the same team playing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You remember in the first game what I was speaking about? Them banning the Renekton because they probably wanted to pick Ambessa, but then the enemy team sniped Ambessa off of them. This time he was blue side, so he actually got his Ambessa.
It's gonna be fun to see now. Oh my
so
god.
that's gonna be entertaining to see. Yeah, I do agree with that a lot. And yeah, we're about to go into the game in a couple of seconds now.
Didn't even realize that. Oh my god! I heard what you were saying. I was just confused for a second. I was like, huh? Now I realized. Oh my god.
Yeah, it makes a bit more sense now. Let's see the runes. I think last couple of games we weren't paying attention to the runes, even though there were a lot of interesting runes. And speaking of interesting runes, that at least might have PTA. I'm not sure.
Why am I hearing my Windows key go nuts? Oh god.
Okay, final game in the best of 3 series. 1-1, of course. I would say the hardest stomp game was probably the first game. Well, the second game was a little bit closer, but still. Gonna be cool to see this one. Some new champions and some old champions being repeated, like the Sivir and the Ambassa.
I mean, I feel like you. Sorry, I feel like you just very quickly breezed over the first game. Where it was a 17-minute soul point. Holy hell, man!
Yeah, that wasn't really.
That wasn't a game. That was a speed run, 8%.
I would say so. Yeah, I would give it that maybe.
Do you want to pull up the scoreboard?
Yeah, we'll do that. As we do see.
I want to rearrange it there too. I was gonna say.
Take a look at those
Zig's
Elise
top
runes. Am I missing something, or is PTA meta on Elise?
I couldn't even tell you what's meta on Elise. I've seen people run literally everything on Elise. People just. I think Elise is just one of those champs. If you get a good lead, you can just do whatever you want. So people just troll and to do meme builds. So.
Yeah, maybe so.
Rakan Ziggs is an interesting bot lane, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I can't see it going badly, but I feel like Rakan's gonna be taking a lot of damage doing this.
Should be. I mean, first of all, let's do the little swaps around, just so everyone doesn't get confused with the matchups, etc. Because these people love not picking an order.
It's not that easy to fix. It's not that hard, sorry, to fix. It's not that easy.
Yeah,
not that
it's
hard to
not
fix,
that
so thank
difficult at all. We do see Jax getting a bit of the prio early game, which is shocking. I mean, Ambessa is stronger than Jax level 1. Mid lane, on the other hand, Vex winning, as expected, really.
Yeah,
What can
Vex
Yasuo
is gonna
do?
have a nice. Vex is gonna have a nice game till. I don't know, maybe about level 6 things might change a bit, but.
Will they though? I mean, Yasuo just can't do anything. Every time he just presses the E, he just gets a hit to the face. This is an unfortunate matchup. No Yasuo players likes this one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some nice farming under tower. Try to scrape as much CS as you can without dying. Because if Yasuo dies, the tower blitz is getting absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vex has also a lot of
Jax.
potential to roam in this game.
Oh yeah, same as was it Rise? Yeah, Rise just was comfortable enough to just go anywhere in the map. Oh my god, the farming was elite.
Yeah, we do see a bit of Yasuo actually
trying to do anything, but
yeah,
I don't think it's happening.
Yasuo trying to play
tried
the
to
game.
go in, but oh, we see coming up from bot lane. Can you go mid?
Yeah, we do see the Nautilus ganking here, but Yasuo just windwalls it and moves on. Oh no.
Oh.
Flash coming through. Elise chases.
Doesn't matter to
Will she
Elise. That is
flash?
the wrong play.
She does flash, and
Yeah,
Jarvan does go
completely
down.
worth. First blood is.
I mean, not only that,
beautiful.
but right now, look at this Jax positioning. Look, the wave is pushing onto Ambessa's tower. The Jax ideally wants to push, right? But he has no choice but to back off because we do see the Elise in the top lane. He does have the teleport though, so it's not really that bad of a position for him.
Yeah, as long as he gets out and gets alive, he's good. He could have healed if he wanted to. He has his biscuits. He's not too worried really. Regardless.
It just didn't have any mana though. So I think the recall was was needed. We do see a gang coming in the mid lane. Just poke. Elise got a bit sidetracked. She didn't get to spend her gold, which is not good as a jungler. You want to keep up your tempo if you get a kill. Early game especially, and after you full clear. So now Jarvan is ahead in items. She's not able to invade him on his bot side. Not ideal. Do see Fear. Elise still looking in the mid lane. Yasuo wind walls the Elise stun. But look at how much damage he's taking. Every time he dashes.
Just Yasuo's gonna have a tough game.
It's a habit as well, right? I mean, ideally you don't want to dash in this matchup, but it's just such a habit to use the dash.
Oh,
often.
Yasuo players, all complete.
It's just so hard to get adapted to. What? I can't use the ability that's
I
on
can't
1
use
second
my
cooldown.
whole kit. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you can say Yasuo's whole kit isn't dashing, but it just is.
To an extent, yeah. I mean, in lane he's a menace.
Truly.
Top lane is shaping up to be quite neutral. I'll say same for bot lane. All the action seems to be happening around the junglers in the mid lane. And if we take a look at the gold advantage, we could probably see, yep, the Elise is a bit of a gold lead. And pretty massive gold lead out relative to the game length in the mid lane. How much gold lead is that? 20? 20 CS? 20 CS on Vex, sorry?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. We might see the Jax go in here. Honestly, he might be able to secure the win in this all-in. Yeah, we do see him go in. You see the Jarvan coming through as well. Public Execution does come through. Not able to secure much. And Bessa Flash does come through. Elise is pretty close. Oh, survives on 1 HP. Because of the biscuits, I believe. And Elise, what is Elise doing? Vex are coming through. Yasuo is into the battle now, and they're not able to get...
Oh my god, massive damage there.
By the way, just say, if Jax stepped left a pixel in this fight, they would have completely won it. But because he got hit by the Vex Sphere, his E didn't land and they at least survived. That was quite unfortunate, and he also lost the entirety of the big wave in top lane, if you remember.
Yeah, he did. I can definitely feel that's going to be upsetting him. He could start playing out of his mind right now, but...
I mean, I can ask any top laner, they'll tell you there's nothing they hate more than missing a wave in top lane. Especially a stacked one.
No, I definitely understand what you mean, but hopefully now this will help him start playing you know, good again. Can see some nice little small fights, but nothing too crazy is happening right now.
Yeah, seems like they're just trading, playing opposite side.
The Jax build, of course, with the Dorn shield, the 3 long swords, and
I mean,
a school build.
I respect it, but like as a Jax... Wait a second, what the hell builds from 3 longswords anyways? What item?
That is a very good point, actually. I'm trying to think. I think, well, obviously he might be using 2 of them for 1. He might have just bought a 3rd.
Could be the case, but
I can't
delaying your
understand
Trinity
why.
Force power spike as Jax is brutal.
A bit silly, yeah, because I was going to say, the only thing, I thought Jax would always build Trinity Force first, but...
I mean, generally, not a lot of items, not a lot of bruiser items contain 3 longswords in their component
I
section.
don't think...
Maybe it's the Sundered Sky?
Sundered Sky is it 2 long swords? It's not 3, is it?
Isn't it a Tunneler and a Caulfield's Hammer?
Oh, Is it a clock tower?
Wait, hold on.
No, it's
Never
is it a-
mind.
yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely a tower, but is it a
Isn't
hammer?
Trinity Force 3 longswords? It is. The Heartbound axe builds from 2 longswords and an
Oh,
attack
sorry,
speed, right?
of course.
And the other longsword builds into the Phage.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I completely forgot Phage actually used a longsword, so I was like, what is this man cooking? I
Completely
should know, of
forgot.
course.
It went out of my mind. I remembered. Why did I remember the recipe for Heartbound axe being 2 daggers and a longsword? My bad.
It happens. The old man memory.
Yeah, it is what
It
it is.
happens.
Got a bit too rusty. Embarrassing as a top laner forgetting this, but I guess we're just the biggest bricks. We do see a gank coming in the top lane here. Not much is happening. Elise is just hanging around at the bot lane, and Ziggs is just throwing bombs. That's
Yeah,
like the
man,
best part
mid
about
lane's
Ziggs.
just-
He's too safe.
Yeah, Ziggs with the ability to get out like the way he does, and his good range can be honestly infuriating. Don't know what this Jax is doing. Jax, I don't think is going to win the 1v1 against Abyssal this early on. Oh, Jarvan was going to come in for the gank. I see. Didn't know it was awarded.
Wait, he still goes for this, right? Oh, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Jarvan AFK?
He's being trapped.
What
He's
was
being
that?
trapped. Oh! Oh no!
Oh, Vex could go for the double kill.
I think she doesn't get it, right? Because of the AoE damage
yeah, of
reduction.
course.
But, by the way, the Jarvan EQ missing was actually a saving grace for the Jarvan because Vex ult would have missed, but then he flashed into the Vex slot anyways. That was an unfortunate sequence for Jarvan. Lost his flash for no reason as well, so a bit terrible.
Yeah, he cannot be afforded to lose his flash. Truly, like.
Not in this matchup. Not in this game. I mean, not as Jarvan at all. Like, you just can't miss your you just can't miss your flash. Very relaxed bot state.
I think for now it's just very passive trading. No one's really going in for any big kills.
I mean, look at that bot lane.
Yeah, bot lane is pretty dominant by Sivir and Nautilus. They're just seeming to be pushed up. They've got was it 1 or 2 tower plates?
2 tower plates.
Yeah, very nice. They have a nice lead and they just want to keep it this way. God forbid if Ziggs or Rakan recalls and they notice it, oh, they're gonna bully bot side. Yasuo's having the worst game of his career in mid lane, by the way. Oh my god, poor guy.
Terrible game for Summit. Honestly, just
Oh,
disgusting.
yep, as I
shit.
said, exactly what happened. Rakan said to recall, they realized it's just Ziggs.
They might
Might
look for the
just go
dive,
up and
but
kill
they
a
don't
jungler.
because they know Jarvan's bot side here. Jarvan's just lurking in the bush. He's just waiting. He knows his time will
I'd say
come.
we might see a small team fight here. Oh, Elise is also here.
Yeah, a bit of a skirmish here. We
I
do
would
see
not bet
the
on red
Nautilus ult
side
coming
here. They
through.
gotta get out.
Rakan sacrifices himself for the greater good.
Another big fight top side. Yeah, blue side are gonna get this Drake, which is gonna go 1-1. Probably the most even of Drakes we've seen all all games. Turret plating and blue side get the mountain Drake. Very nice. Oh. Have you ever seen the Nautilus top lane build?
Which one is it?
No, just have you ever seen Nautilus play top lane? Fully, I've seen Nautilus build AP go top lane.
AP. I've seen the
Oh, sorry.
classic one.
Oh, I
With
need
tank
to show.
build.
If I find it, I'll send it to you after this game. Oh my lord, not tank at all. Like, it's crazy.
I remember
It
the
is.
Grasp Nautilus top blade, the tank one. It's incredibly annoying to play against.
I think Nautilus is just annoying to play against at all.
Probably. No one loves playing against Nautilus, that's for sure. Maybe Emilio does. Do see Jax going in. By the way, we shat on the Jax matchup for a while now, but this Jax is actually
Jax
showing
doing
levels.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah. Jax
Jax
is
is
showing
obviously
levels.
very familiar with the Abyssal kit.
We do see the engage
Oh,
happening.
blue side just
Rakan walks back.
completely get out here. Oh, unfortunate. They might just give up Rift Herald for this, but they could refocus with a few more guys and come in. If Vex and Nautilus both come.
They are coming.
And they get the first turret bot side. Oh, unfortunate. Yep, there it is. One. Jarvan's next, I believe. Oh no, why did Yasuo come in? Four men dead and a Rift Herald. I fear that may be it.
That may be it.
That
Yeah.
might be the deciding factor in the game. Oh my
Are
god, what
we're
a
looking at the
massive
game right now.
loss.
And
By the way, I'm not sure you've seen that. Sivir just got the easiest first tower bot side of her life. Her wave clear is so good. It's
honestly,
actually
Sivir,
ridiculous.
yeah, Sivir might actually be not. I don't know how that champion escaped the balance.
How
the
Sivir
balance
escaped the
balance
fucking
situations.
ban hammer is more accurate. Fucking hell.
That's also a good question.
Ambassador's probably gonna get the second tower top here. Even though Jax is doing okay, even still, it's just not gonna work
Not really
out.
his fault, not gonna lie. It's gonna be sad seeing them lose this matchup. I hope I mean I told you at the beginning of the game I was last game I was hoping Abyssal does win, does come out on top, but it seems like it's a bit.
Stage gets a blue side game considering it's 9-1 and there's
Yeah, I mean 9-1. This
7K goal
is
difference.
looking worse than the stomp they did to their opponents, respectively,
Honestly.
in the first game.
Yeah. Oh, a beautiful flash.
Jax
Jax
does get
played
out.
that absolutely the best he could have. Oh my god.
I mean, hey, Jax was saying in the chat last game he didn't feel like he performed exceptionally, but thankfully this game he's performing pretty well. This is gonna be a very exciting game. Thanks for everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Final game with a best of 3. Quick update. Seems like blue team are gonna take it home, but there is always a chance for red team to come back. We have the Atakan, we have they have a Drake. There are a lot of possibilities. They also have the scaling with the Jax, the Yasuo late game. But honestly, Yasuo I don't think he's gonna be able to do much this game.
No, Yasuo has been absolutely locked down. The Vex Yasuo is just not, even with Bor, I don't think he's doing anything.
But like, we need to speak about how valuable of a pick Vex is in this game.
Well, Vex's matchup into Jax, into Yasuo are just great.
Yeah.
Everyone, of course, knows what the
And
Vex
Rakan.
Yasuo like.
What the hell can Rakan
Oh
do
yeah,
to
of course
Vex?
Rakan too. Rakan can do absolutely nothing. One knockup and Rakan's then just dead.
Like, Rakan, even in the middle of his dash for the knockup, can just get cancelled by Vex W.
Yep.
And
Oh
that's
my
it.
god. I've had that happen to me while playing Rakan once or twice in ARAM. Oh my god.
Terrible. Feels terrible. I think it's just really good game. And as well, let's not forget the Jarvan. She can cancel his EQ.
Can she cancel his EQ? I didn't even know that.
She can cancel his EQ.
Is Jax able to get this kill? Oh no, not quite. Oh, third Drake, not second Drake. What am I saying? 20 minutes left. Third Drake is now up. Blue side are 140% gonna get this, uncontested. All of red side are in top lane. I mean, they get gold for this tower. Probably not the worst trade of their lives.
I mean,
but
this is the
I would
correct macro
not want
play,
to be
which
there.
just you know you're losing right? So you just have to collapse on opposite side, play where the enemies are currently not, try to get as much value as possible from your gold deficit, and that's what they did, exactly. They're looking on the Abyssal here. Of course, they decided to go back, which is correct. Because, obviously,
Yeah,
blue side would have recalled.
very lucky Jarvan was there, because I think Jax would have died if he was just along with Rakan. I think
Yeah, probably.
Bessa would have got the double kill.
Abyssal still has flash as well.
Oh, yeah, true.
We do see Nautilus chasing after the Jarvan, but he's not really catchable. They might interrupt him on the Krugs. Blue side looking to take the tier 2 in top lane here. 4-man top lane, as well as Sivir. Oh, sorry, the Atacon is up. Sorry, I meant the Atacon in the top lane.
Yeah, blue
It's a
side have
very
two
rare.
Drakes and
It's a
Anakin,
very
that'll
rare
be
thing.
Over.
It's a very rare thing to see Atacon in the top lane.
Yeah, you need to be a very busy top lane to have that.
I mean, it wasn't really even a busy top lane. It was just such a passive bot lane.
Yeah, I think that's more of it, because they were fighting where blue side was so pushed up and they were just farming the tower. They were getting their tower plates early. They were doing perfect. Like, that's why I just don't think there was a passive bot lane for that reason. Yasuo was now trying to farm in bot lane just like our Ryze did before, but he's just hitting the tower, so people are obviously going to come to him. Yasuo could just wave freeze here and honestly just enjoy himself. He wouldn't be pushed, but he's getting the tower, so they obviously have to respond here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yasuo's not having a good game though. Oh my
if
god!
Yasuo
All of
was
blue side
even,
have bounties.
yeah, I mean, it's been like this for like the past 10 minutes. To be honest, like if Yasuo does get his 2-item power spike, or sorry, 3-item power spike with the IE and another item, let's say shield bow, he's easily able to contest Mbessa in the side lane. In fact, probably stomp her, knowing that matchup personally. But I don't even think the game is going to get to this point. We do see the EQ coming in on the Sivir.
I was going to say, look at the health of that second mid tower. It's almost gone already. I don't think the game's going to last.
Public execution comes down on the... Oh! What? Did he just flash right place?
Oh my god.
We do see very chaotic team fight. Cataclysm does come through, but they just escape. They're going for the dive. The Elise goes in, takes down the... Oh, Elise does go down.
Oh, I mean, still very worth. That's what, 3 for 1? Obviously, they did not want to lose Elise, but they're stopping Jarvan from doing anything actually useful, so they can just do whatever they want. And Abyss is coming up to try and get that tower. Why is nobody pushing mid on blue side? Sivir could so take that. Oh, it's actually near my Sivir and Vex. Yep, there it is.
There goes the mid lane tower.
Honestly, blue side have such a control on this game. They've got the Anakin, 2 Drakes. There's a 10 kill difference. Like what, 7k gold difference?
8k gold difference, basically.
Oh my god.
7.8. Crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, astonishing performance coming in from blue side this game. It's probably the biggest stomp of the series. I think, like as we expected, after they've lost their second, after the second game was lost or Grasp, it just doesn't feel great. Losing after just not losing in such a long time is just a bad experience, you know what I mean?
Of course, of course.
And it also gives you like that realization that maybe I wasn't as unstoppable as I thought I was. And that's maybe what we're seeing in this third game. A lack of confidence, I would say, from red side. Also, a bit of a drafting gap, honestly. I just can't justify picking all these champions into a Vex.
Yeah, picking into Vex. Obviously, I don't think Vex is a goated pick. Plain and simple. You can't underrate Vex. Vex has just proven how absolutely good the champ is and how good the player is.
I mean, it's a rare pick. We don't necessarily see Vex that often in like a competitive scene, but it's still a very competent pick. And the only reason we don't really see her is because why would you put in such time and effort into playing a champion that's only good in these situations? But when these situations do come, she does shine. And that's what we're seeing in this game. We do see Jarvan engaging on the Abyssal in the top lane. I'm surprised to not see Cataclysm drop here. I mean, Ambessa's dash can't really go through walls, so if Jarvan ults her, there's nothing she can do, realistically speaking.
Oh no, if he decides to ult, it's books. as they say.
They're
It moves.
just ignoring her, going for the tower. Tower goes down now, and now they're focusing the Mbessa. Does Mbessa go? Mbessa does go down. Will they escape in time, though? We do see the Nautilus coming in. Rakan gets careless, recalls in front of him. Vex ultimate does come through. Mid lane does go down as well. Elise hits the stun. Another Vex ult coming through. A bit of a miss time. I think that might lose her the kill, but... Oh, they're turning! They're turning! TP coming through from Grasp. This might be their fighting chance, and but the Vex just has flash. Elise is also coming through, so this fight is not as good as it looked. I mean, Yasuo could turn this fight around, but that wind wall positioning was pretty bad. We do see the double knock-up from the Jarvan, followed up by the tornado, but...
Yeah, I still think... Oh, it's just...
It's over.
It's 17 to 3 kills. They've the 3 Drakes. It's so point at 25 minutes. Very good game, but just blue side has just had such a dominant dig at Baron here as well.
It's just way too hard. It's hard to play.
Yeah. How can win? Rakan's got this.
Hey, I've seen an orange steal a Baron before, so I'm not surprised if a Rakan does it. Let's see. Oh, nice try.
Yeah,
Zig's ultimate did come through, but... While it was close, it just wasn't quite there, unfortunately.
I think once they get that power spike from these few items, it's just gonna be over. I'm shocked Ambessa is not more of a threat right now. I really thought Ambessa, after getting her... is she on her second or third item? She's just about to get her third, yeah.
She's about to get her
She
third
bought
item.
upgraded boots. That's why she's not in her third. What? Who is cooking here?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, getting armored advance very early on is not terrible if you're playing into only AD matchups, which she is. Like, as Ambessa
Yeah,
will side lane a lot.
actually.
She's only against Jax. She's only against Yasuo. She gets a lot of value.
Yeah,
but of course,
I still
rushing
think
death
a different
stance,
item would have been 100% better.
rushing death stance would provide just as much value, if not more, anyways.
Yeah, I can't understand that.
You see Cataclysm coming through. Elise does cancel. She stalls it off. She uses the Hourglass. And she hits the Mastery as well. We do love to see a little bit of BM, but in this position it can be very...
Oh, of course. It could lead to some absolute rage. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean... Yasuo is trying to make something happen in the top lane, but the best is just too tanky. He doesn't have his Infinity Edge. Bot lane doesn't seem to be that defendable. They do have the Ziggs, but like the only defense is waiting for the Ziggs bombs, right?
Yeah, can we just talk about what does this Yasuo build? Bork, Reeves, and just absolutely nothing. Yasuo has had such a tough game here.
Yeah, it just says Shield Bow, Bork, and...
Yeah, would you have built Shield Bow second here?
I'd say yes. I'd say... Honestly, yeah. Because the thing is, right, even if you have a lot of damages, Yasuo... Actually, there is a... Okay. It's a bit nuanced, because you can make the argument that if Yasuo builds full damage, he could just get one-shot by Vex or Elise, right? Or Ambessa. So he can't really go full damage. But you can also make the argument that he's so far behind that building any defensive doesn't really matter anymore. So you just go
that's
full
exactly
damage.
what I was thinking of. Does the defense actually have a purpose at all anymore?
Yeah, maybe he should have went full damage, but Shield Bow is just standard build, and it's still some form of damage item.
I would usually say Shield Bow was like, what, your second last item?
Nah, it's usually the second item built on Yasuo. More often than not. Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's been a while since I played Yasuo, but...
It's been the meta for a while now. There have been some experimental builds with Yuntal IE, but even with Yuntal, Shield Bow is still commonly bought second item. It's just, as a melee skirmisher, high DPS melee character, you always need defensive items. Like, look at the Ambessa. Lots of defensive.
Yeah, true.
But
I think this is just over soon. It doesn't even matter that...
Yeah, I mean, the score is 19 to 3. Soul is about to spawn in 8 seconds.
Yeah, and they just
And-
recalled for it perfectly, by the way, as well. They didn't get too caught up the fact they're winning.
Does she go for the fight here?
1v1 in Jax.
I think Jax wins this if she goes for the all-in.
Oh, Ambassador just has her towers behind her. I think she more wanted to just wave clear here, so
I think she wins
I want to
this
see
now.
that fight.
Not sure.
Nautilus is in a bad situation. Oh my god.
He's dead.
Unfortunate.
Ambassador does end up escaping in the top lane. I mean, yeah, Jax.
That's what I said. Ambassador's in her base. She doesn't really need to win the fight. As long as she weakens him enough that he can't push, she's good. She can go back into her fountain, regen her health, come back, farm that wave again. If Jax has to sit and recall.
Yeah,
Keep in
exactly.
mind, like,
That's
2
what I'm saying.
inhibitors down, the super minions, like, they have to take care of that shit.
Yeah. And now red team is looking for the. I mean, look, Nautilus
They're
dying
looking
there
past
was
that
just
Drake.
not good.
Yeah. Not good, but I don't think it was a massive loss. But they
This
the
might
red
be
team
their
get that
chance for the
draft.
comeback. We do see Flash coming in from Sivir and Bessa teleporting, but no public execution.
Ambassador Jax
Did they go?
again. They can't stay away.
They're all just
Oh,
escaping one by one. We do see the
beautiful
Vex ult
Rakan.
coming in on the Jax, securing the kill.
There's Ziggs dead. Their main DPS.
Next Vex ult
Yasuo's
going in on the
falling
Jarvan.
soon.
Yasuo! Oh, okay.
Nope.
Good
Khan's
attempt.
next. Oh, this is game.
It's
GG's.
GG. I mean, it was a good shot for the comeback. If that Vex ultimate was Windwalled, there might have been a bit
That
more
would
of a
have been,
chance for the
that would have been a
comeback.
complete turnaround. Would have been, but I think they were just had too much of a power difference in the very end.
Yeah, just too much of a goal difference, but very well played by both teams. I mean,
Actually,
the
Plot doing the chat
performance.
there with the GGs.
Yeah, I mean, GG is not terrible, right? So, I mean, the first game we saw it, we thought this was how all the games are gonna go. We were wrong. HOB just performed way too well in the final 2 games, and especially the last game. Or maybe it was just the morale going too far down on Grasp's side. But again, congratulations to HOB for winning. Very unfortunate loss for us. I say us as if I was in the game.
We played so well. Me, the spectator.
Yeah, bro, I got it, bro. I clicked that spectator screen. I might be the GOAT. But yeah,
Him.
no. GG's, well played. Like very good attempt. We saw them in both games, even though they were losing, it's not like they just gave up immediately. They were actually trying their best to come back. It's just that getting behind in these games was just so deadly for them. That even though they didn't give up, which is always a good thing to have, it wasn't enough to cut it through. And honestly, I think that last fight, if the Vex ult was Windwalled, perhaps we could have seen a bit of a difference being made. I'm looking at the chat right now. It doesn't seem like anyone is highly upset about it, which is honestly always great to see.
I think everyone had a very good time playing. I think it was a good game. No one's too worried about what happened. I think everyone's happy.
Yeah, I'd say so. If we look at the end screen here, we can see that, yeah, Mesa did put in work. Look at that damage. Fafnir played pretty well on the Mbessa.
Yeah.
Jax
Fafnir
also did well. Like, Blockter
truly
was
really good
definitely not
player.
the reason they lost this game. He was in a tough matchup. I wouldn't say it was that easy. And he still put up a great performance. So it was definitely not his loss. It was definitely not his lane that lost the game, but very good attempt. It's just the draft, a bit rough. Like, we talked about it. We talked about how good the Sivir is, how good the Vex is. Even the Elise has so much value. I feel like the drafting game was so much in Grasp's side in the first game, where we saw the random Seraphine being thrown in.
That was truly a wild pick.
Seraphine Kaisa bot lane was so mind-boggling from HOB. And I expected that that's how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, they're just gonna troll with these support picks. And they're just gonna get outdrafted. But we saw the second game. They still went in with the Seraphine, but it was a better... Like, Seraphine Sivir is much better than Seraphine Kaisa. Let's put it there.
Oh, definitely.
Guys, I need some engage. And in the third game, they drafted better. They outdrafted for sure. So yeah, just a quick rundown. Congratulations one last time. Apologies today. Unfortunately, the normal Abyssal casters were unable to attend the games and cast them for you guys, but hopefully we did a fine enough job. I think we did a fine enough job.
I think we did a great job, and I think we did far better than them, I'm just saying.
You had too many smoke alarms.
My heart is slightly burning down, but you know, it's fine.
But yeah, anyways, guys, best of luck in your next series. Maybe I make another appearance with my fellow caster here. Tune in to the League Hub tournament coming in 9th of September. Sign-ups closing very soon. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Good luck.